Shall we start? Chalo. What we are discussing, ma? What we completed in our previous session? I think we completed the discussion relating to motor car. If you remember, we completed the discussion relating to the motor car perquisite, ma. So next perquisite, important perquisite, we need to discuss housing accommodation. What is that, ma? Housing accommodation. What do you mean by housing accommodation? Could you please tell me the difference between HRA and housing accommodation? Understood? Please tell me the difference between HRA and housing accommodation, ma. In case of HRA, that is allowance. HRA is allowance, ma. House rent allowance. There a fixed amount will be paid by the employer towards meeting the rental expenditure burden of the employee. Whereas this is housing accommodation, that means perquisite, ma. That means one house has been allotted to the employee for the purpose of using it as a residential purpose by the employee, ma. That house belongs to employer. That may be owned by the employer or taken on lease by the employer, whatever the case may be. But that house has been allotted to the employee for his using his own residential purpose, for staying purpose. That means here no amount is paid as a allowance, but housing accommodation facility has been provided. Hence we need to treat it as a housing accommodation benefit, and that must be considered as a perquisite, ma. So that we need to discuss now. So what is that, ma? Housing accommodation benefit. So what is the treatment in case of housing accommodation benefit? How to determine TV of benefit? And what are the various important points we need to consider now? So let's verify housing accommodation benefit, ma. Very important from the viewpoint of examination. In the examination, whenever they given the problem relating to income from salary, one point will surely be there relating to housing accommodation benefit, ma. So that's why you need to consider it as very relevant, very important discussion. Pay attention, concentrate. So housing accommodation benefit. How to determine TV of benefit in case of housing accommodation? Let's verify. That is completely depends upon the fact whether it is rent-free accommodation or concessional accommodation. First of all, we need to verify whether that housing accommodation provided by the employer to the employees rent-free accommodation or concessional accommodation. What is rent-free accommodation? What is concessional accommodation, ma? Please tell me. Rent-free accommodation and concessional accommodation. What is the difference between rent-free and concessional? Very simple. The housing accommodation provided by the employer to the employee without charging even 1 rupee, without charging even single rupee, then we need to treat it as rent-free accommodation. Whereas the accommodation provided by the employer to the employee by charging something in return, obviously less than the required one, ma, then only we will be in a position to determine TV of benefit. I will explain. Say for example, for that housing accommodation, the employer has to charge, assume 10,000 per month. The employer has to charge 10,000 per month, but he is charging just 2,000 rupees from the employee. What is required to be charged for that benefit, ma? Housing accommodation benefit 10,000 rupees per month. But how much employer is charging from employee? 2,000 rupees. That means what is the benefit to the employee here? 8,000 rupees per month is benefit to the employee, that will be chargeable to tax. So if at all he is charging 2,000 rupees in return for that benefit, housing accommodation benefit, we cannot treat it as rent-free accommodation. We need to treat it as concessional accommodation. Understood the point here? Good. Say for example, 10,000 rupees is required to be charged by the employer, whereas he is charging 10,000 rupees. Any benefit is there in the hands of employee? No, because he is paying the entire amount which is required to be payable. And third case ma 10,000 rupees is required to be charged, whereas the employer charged 12,000 rupees from employee ma per month. Any benefit is there in the hands of employee? No. No need to determine TV of benefit because he is charging more than the required. So when we need to call it as concessional accommodation, and when chargeability will arise means only when the employer is charging less than the required one, then we can call it as concessional accommodation. Then the difference will be treated as benefit in the hands of employee, that will be chargeable to tax. So that is the difference between rent-free accommodation and concessional accommodation. One line summary ma. When we can call it as rent-free accommodation, the employer is charging 0 rupees for that benefit, then we call it as rent-free accommodation. Second case ma, the employer is charging less than the required one, then we need to treat it as concessional accommodation. The difference will be taxable in the hands of employee as a TV of benefit towards housing accommodation. Understood the point? Okay. So out of rent-free accommodation and concessional accommodation, first of all, let us verify the procedure under rent-free accommodation ma. If we verified the procedure under rent-free accommodation, it is very easy for us to determine the benefit towards concessional accommodation. So let's concentrate on rent-free accommodation for the time being. When it comes to rent-free accommodation, again we need to verify whether it is unfurnished accommodation or furnished accommodation. Come again ma. When it comes to rent-free accommodation, we need to verify whether that accommodation is unfurnished accommodation or furnished accommodation. What is unfurnished accommodation? Empty house has been given by the employer, provided by the employer, and he has to bring, the employee has to bring his own furniture into that accommodation for the purpose of staying. Then we need to treat it as unfurnished accommodation. Then when we can call it as furnished accommodation ma? Tell me. The accommodation has been provided by the employer to the employee with furniture ma, with sofa set, dining table, air conditioner, air conditioner, TV. Are you following? Refrigerator, along with furniture, bed. Are you following? Along with and chairs, blah blah blah. So along with furniture, he is providing accommodation. Then we need to treat it as furnished accommodation. So the rent-free accommodation has been bifurcated into two parts ma. First one is unfurnished accommodation, second one is furnished accommodation. When it comes to unfurnished accommodation, I have given one term there ma. I have given one term with unfurnished accommodation. What is the term? Base. Why I have given the term called base ma? So procedure to determine the unfurnished accommodation is the base to determine TV of benefit for furnished accommodation as well as concessional accommodation. That means if you understood the procedure to determine TV of benefit in case of unfurnished accommodation, then it is very easy to understand the procedure in case of furnished as well as concessional, because the procedure to determine TV of benefit for unfurnished accommodation is base, and that will be useful for determination of furnished as well as concessional. So you need to concentrate on procedure to determine TV of benefit in case of unfurnished accommodation. So when it comes to unfurnished accommodation ma, again we have to verify whether that unfurnished accommodation has been provided to government employees or non-government employees. That means again bifurcated into two categories ma. Provided to government employees, second case provided to non-government employee. Why we bifurcated into two categories? Because the procedure is different. If at all that unfurnished accommodation has been provided to the government employee, the procedure to determine TV of benefit is different from procedure in case of provided to non-government employees. So let's verify what is the procedure for government employee and what is the procedure for non-government employee. If at all it is provided to government employee, that may be central government employee or state government employee, whatever the case may be. If it is provided to government employee, it is very easy to determine TV of benefit ma. Very easy to determine TV of benefit, because In case of government employees, the benefit, the TV of benefit, the chargeability is purely depends upon license fee determined by the government. Come again, ma. License fee determined by the government, respect to government, central government or state government, as a case may be. That means in case in the examination they have given that unfurnished accommodation provided to the government employee, state government or central government, then they will give the information relating to license fee determined by the government also. Simply consider the license fee determined by the government, that will be simply taken as a TV of benefit towards unfurnished accommodation. Understood the point? So if it is provided to the government employee, very easy to determine TV of benefit. So tell me, what is TV of benefit, ma? License fee determined by the government, that will be given in the question itself, no need to find out. Understood the point? Then next, ma, come to provided to government non-government employees. If at all it is provided to non-government employees, the TV of benefit is again depends upon two facts. Again depends upon two facts. Fact 1, that accommodation is owned by the employer. Fact 2, that accommodation is leased by the employer. So when we need to verify these facts, ma, whenever that accommodation is provided to the non-government employees, we need to verify whether it is owned by the employer or leased by the employer, because depend upon the facts that the procedure to determine TV of benefit is different. So what is the next fact we need to verify? Whether it is owned by the employer or leased by the employer. What do you mean by owned by the employer? What do you mean by leased by the employer, ma? Very simple. TCS company is there and TCS company purchased 10 flats in various apartments, ma. If at all TCS company purchased 10 flats in various apartments, means those flats are owned by the TCS company, and those flats has been provided to the employees, and those flats are unfurnished and provided as rent-free accommodation. Then comes under which case, ma? Owned by the employer. Second case, TCS company purchased only 10 flats, whereas it has to provide housing accommodation for 12 employees, ma. Now they owned only 10 flats, then 2 flats they have taken on lease basis and provided to remaining 2 employees. Now tell me, that comes under which fact, ma? Leased by the employer. Understood the point? So what are the two possible cases when it comes to non-government employees, ma? Owned by the employer, that housing accommodation. Second case, leased by the employer. Very good. When it comes to accommodation owned by the employer, how to determine TV of benefit is, the TV of benefit is completely depends upon population in the area of accommodation. Come again. The TV of benefit is completely depends upon population in the area of accommodation. That means in case the place, the area in which that housing accommodation provided by the employer, in that area the population does not exceed 10 lakhs, ma. Population does not exceed 10 lakhs means less than or equal to 10 lakhs. Then what is the TV of benefit means? The TV of benefit is 7.5% of salary. Come again. 7.5% of salary. First case, ma. Second case, in case the population range is 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs. The population range is 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs. That means exceeding 10 lakhs but less than or equal to 25 lakhs in that area in which accommodation is provided. Then we need to verify 10% of salary. Come again. 10% of salary. In case the population is exceeding 25 lakhs in the area of accommodation, then we need to verify 15% of salary. What is that, ma? 15% of salary. Verify. The TV of benefit is purely depends upon population in the area of accommodation. Good. The population is less than or equal to 10 lakhs, then 7.5% of salary. Then population is exceeding 10 lakhs but less than or equal to 25 lakhs, 10% of salary. Third case, the population is greater than 25 lakhs, then we need to consider 15% of salary. They are saying 7.5%, 10%, 15% on basic salary, ma, or salary. That means on salary, ma, not basic salary. That means it is having some salary definition. That means in case of housing accommodation also we are having salary definition. What is that salary definition? I will explain little bit later, but for the time being, try to understand, it is not on basic salary, it is on salary. That means it is having some salary definition. Understood the point? Good. Okay. In the examination, say for example, they have given that accommodation provided in Delhi, assume accommodation provided in Delhi means, and that is owned by the employer means, the TV of benefit is purely depends upon population in the area of accommodation. What is the population in Delhi, whether it comes under less than 10 lakhs or 10 to 25 lakhs or more than 25 lakhs, more than 25 lakhs, because the population in Delhi is, if I am not wrong, 2 crores, I think 2 crores. That means more than 25 lakhs, then immediately you need to consider what? TV of benefit is 15% of salary. Understood the point? Yes. So this is the procedure in case of owned by the employer. Next point, next case, leased by the employer. In case the accommodation is leased by the employer, the TV of benefit is least of the following. Come again, least of the following. For easy remembrance, leased by the employer, least of the following. Understood the point? Leased by the employer means list of the following. Two things we need to consider. How many things we need to consider, Two things. First one, actual lease rentals paid by the employer. What is that? Actual lease rentals paid by the employer. Nothing but lease rental expenditure incurred by the employer. Second one are 15% of salary. What is that, Last one, in case of owned law, highest one, 15% of salary. Whichever is lower shall be taken as TV of benefit. Very, very simple. So what is TV of benefit in case of leased by the employer? List of the following. Leased means list of the following. Two things we need to consider. First one, actual lease rentals paid by the employer. Second one, 15% of salary, whichever is lower. Here the lawmaker used list of the following. Tell me, the word used list of the following is for the benefit of SSC or for the benefit of department, They used the term list of the following for the benefit of SSC or for the benefit of department. Please tell me. Here they used the term list of the following to decide what is chargeable to tax, To decide what is chargeable to tax. That means list of the following means list will be chargeable to tax. If at all lawmaker saying list will be chargeable to tax, it is for the benefit of SSC, for the benefit of employer, and for the benefit of employee. Understood the point? Because they said list of the following for deciding the chargeability. Say for example, actual lease rentals paid by the employer is 1 lakh. Whereas 15% of salary is just 75,000. So what is taxable, 75,000. Benefit to the SSC. Whereas while determining exemption, gratuity exemption 10 subsection 10. Are you following? Pension 10 subsection 10A, leave salary 10 subsection 10 AA, retrenchment compensation 10 subsection 10B. Are you following? And in case of VRS compensation 10 subsection 10C. There they used, while determining exemption, they used list of the following. There they used list of the following while providing exemption, That means least amount will be provided as exemption, means highest amount will be chargeable to tax. That means that is for the benefit of lawmakers, for the benefit of department. Here the list of the following used for the benefit of SSC because they used with respect to chargeability. List of the following will be chargeable to tax means benefit to the SSC, benefit to the employee. Understood? And try to understand the point. Okay, this is the procedure in case of unfurnished accommodation. Come again. Unfurnished accommodation, how to determine TV of benefit. In case of government employees, license fee determined by the government. In case of non-government employees, purely depends upon owned or leased. Owned, then either 7.5% of salary, 10% of salary or 15% of salary. Leased, actual lease rentals paid, list of the following. Actual lease rentals paid by the employer or 15% of salary. Simple. Next, when it comes to furnished accommodation, How to determine TV of benefit when it comes to furnished accommodation? Very simple. How? First, determine TV of benefit towards RF UFA. What is RF UFA ma? Rent free unfurnished accommodation. By following the earlier procedure just now we discussed. So what you should do in case of furnished accommodation? First determine as if it is unfurnished. That means determine TV of benefit towards RF UFA by following the earlier discussed procedure. To that TV of benefit, simply add TV of benefit towards furniture. Simple ma. To that RF UFA, rent free unfurnished accommodation, what you need to add? Value of furniture. TV of benefit towards value of furniture. Then you will get what? TV of RFFA. What is RFFA? Rent free furnished accommodation. Very simple. How to determine value of furniture? Very easy. I explained already in case of movable asset given for usage, if you remember. How to determine value of furniture ma? Same as movable asset given for usage, owned by the employer. 10% of actual cost per annum. Already we discussed. Leased by the employer, that furniture. Actual lease rentals paid by the employer. Very simple ma. Come on. TV of benefit. Verify the procedure. TV of benefit. Value of UFA. RF UFA, rent free unfurnished accommodation. Add value of furniture, you will get value of RFFA. What is RFFA? Rent free furnished accommodation. How to determine value of furniture ma? Owned, 10% of actual cost per annum. Leased, actual lease rentals paid by the employer. Simple. Understood. This is relating to furnished accommodation. Next ma, concessional accommodation. What is that? Concessional accommodation. How to determine TV of benefit in case of concessional accommodation? Very simple. How? Tell me. First determine RF UFA or RFFA depends upon the facts in the question. What is that ma? First determine rent free unfurnished accommodation or furnished accommodation as a case may be by following earlier procedure. From that, less amount collected from employee. Here some amount is collected by the employer. That's why we treated it as concessional accommodation. Simply from rent free UFA or rent free FA, less amount collected from employee, which will be given in the question. You will get a TV of concessional UFA or concessional FA. Rent free, you cannot treat it as rent free because it's collecting something. Then you need to use the word concessional unfurnished accommodation or concessional furnished accommodation. Very simple ma. TV of benefit is first determine value of RF UFA or RFFA by following previous procedure. Then from that, less amount collected from employee, then you will get value of concessional UFA or FA. Very simple. Understood the point? Good. Next ma, this is relating to the procedure to determine TV of benefit. So let's verify the important points. Come on, so many important points we need to verify relating to housing accommodation. This is the base discussion, important discussion, and subsequently we are verifying important points relating to this discussion. Chalo, important points ma. First point, for the purpose of determination of TV of benefit relating to housing accommodation, the salary shall be considered on due basis. Very most important point. What do you mean by salary shall be considered on due basis ma? That means any advance salary received shall not be considered. What is that? Any advance salary received shall not be considered because salary shall be considered on due basis. I have given. Next ma, second point. What is second point? While determining, for the purpose of determination of TV of benefit relating to housing accommodation, the salary shall be considered. Listen to me carefully. The salary shall be considered for the period for which that housing accommodation occupied by the employee, but not for the period for which the housing accommodation provided to the employee. Understood ma? Anything? I will explain again. Pay attention. For the purpose of determination of TVF benefit relating to housing accommodation, the salary definition shall be determined, shall be considered only for the period for which the accommodation occupied by the employee, but not for the period for which the accommodation provided by the employer. What is the meaning? First verify the statement. Verify the statement. For the purpose of determination of TVF benefit in respect of housing accommodation, salary shall be considered for the period for which such accommodation is occupied by the employee, but not for the period for which such accommodation is provided by the employer. Please explain me. I will explain. You listen. Say for example, the accommodation provided by the employer for 12 months during the previous year. How many months provided? 12 months. But the employee occupied only for 8 months. Understood the point? Even though that accommodation provided by the employer for 12 months, the employee occupied only for 8 months. That means 4 months not occupied by the employee. That means how many months that employee got the benefit from that accommodation? Only for the period for which it is occupied by the employee. Without occupying the property, without occupying the accommodation, is it possible for the employee to get the benefit from that accommodation provided by the employer? No. Hence, we need to consider how many months for the purpose of determination of TVF benefit? Only 8 months for the period for which it is occupied by the employee, but not 12 months. What is 12 months? The period for which it is provided by the employer. In the examination, they will give 12 months provided by the employer, but 8 months only occupied by the employee. In such a case, salary definition shall be considered for how many months? 8 months, because he got the benefit only for 8 months, the period for which he occupied. Understood the point? Very important. Okay. Salary definition for the purpose of determination of TVF benefit in respect of housing accommodation is as follows. It is having a separate salary definition. It is having a separate salary definition. What is that? Basic plus DA R2RB. Basic plus DA R2RB. That means relating to retirement benefit. You know what is R2RB? DA R2RB. I'm not going to explain again. Plus bonus plus bonus plus commission any commission here, any commission here. Any commission means fixed as well as fluctuating, both shall be considered. Then TV of allowances. What is that? TV of allowances. Let's verify. Basic plus DR2RB plus bonus plus commission, any commission, plus TV of allowances. Understood the point? So allowances we verified. Out of that, what is taxable value shall be considered into the definition after providing exemption wherever applicable. So this is the definition for salary. Please tell me, what is salary definition for housing accommodation benefit determination? Salary equal to basic plus DR2RB plus bonus plus commission, any commission, plus taxable value of allowances. Very good. Next the above salary shall be considered from all the employers. This is very important point. What do you mean by from all the employers? Assume the employee is working in 2 companies, A Limited as well as B Limited. The employee is working in 2 companies, A Limited as well as B Limited. Now A Limited provided housing accommodation to the employee. Which company? A Limited. Now while determining benefit towards housing accommodation which is provided by A Limited, we need to determine salary definition. This salary definition from A Limited alone or B Limited also? B Limited also. That is what this statement says. That means salary, that is salary definition from A Limited plus this salary definition from B Limited put together. Upon that you need to apply 7.5% or 10% or 15% depending upon the facts of the case to determine TVF benefit relating to housing accommodation provided by A Limited. Why this is given by the lawmaker? To provide, to charge huge taxable value in the hands of employee. Understood the point? That's why they given from all the employers. Next What is the point? Let's verify. If the housing accommodation is provided by the employer to the employee who is working at a mining site, onshore oil exploration site, or project execution site, or dam site, or power generation site, or offshore site, then it would not be treated as TVF benefit in the hands of employee provided any of the following 2 conditions are satisfied. Come again, What is the location of providing housing accommodation to the employee? Please tell me. Power generation site, dam construction site, offshore site, onshore site. Are you following? Project execution site means what? At those places, at those respective places, housing accommodation is not available for the employee to take on let out basis ma. Because what do you mean by dam site ma? Pulichintala dam, Polavaram dam, that will be dam will be constructed with middle of the city or far away from the city? Far away from the city. Dam construction. Understood? And highways ma, far away from the city, highways, laying highways. And mining site will be far away from the city. Onshore oil exploration site ma, that will be in the middle of the sea. There it is not possible for you to find out the hotel accommodation or to stay. Understood the point? That means at those places it is not possible for the employee to find out the what is that hotels and other premises to reside. That's why employer is providing. That is the reason why employer is providing. Therefore, the lawmakers should not charge straightforward those benefits ma, because not available at those places. That's why employer is providing. Therefore, lawmaker says, I don't charge to tax that accommodation benefit provided any of the two following conditions are satisfied. What are those conditions? First condition. Let's verify first condition. That first condition is comprising three subconditions. If these three subconditions satisfied, then you can say that first condition has been satisfied. What are those three subconditions? First subcondition, that accommodation should be provided on temporary basis. That means not permanent basis, temporary. Obviously at these places they will provide on temporary basis. Second condition, the plinth area in the accommodation should not exceed 800 square feet ma. Come again, the plinth area in the accommodation should not exceed 800 square feet. Plinth area means the space within the housing premises. Within the residential premises, the space, the plinth area should not exceed 800 square meters. Next, my third condition, that location, the accommodation location, the area of accommodation should be situated at a distance of more than or equal to 8 kilometers away from the local municipality, local authority or municipality. Nothing but it should be provided in the rural area, not in urban area. Within 8 kilometers distance that accommodation is located means it is urban area. Condition is not satisfied, chargeable to tax. So what is the third condition ma? That area in which accommodation has been provided must be located at a distance of more than or equal to 8 kilometers from the local authority. That means that area of accommodation must be located in rural area. If these three subconditions satisfied, you can say that first condition is satisfied, then there will be no TV of benefit in respect of accommodation provided at such sites ma. Understood? So let's verify. Condition 1. Subcondition 1, the accommodation must be temporary nature, good. The plinth area should not exceed 800 square feet, good. The accommodation must be located at a distance of more than or equal to 8 kilometers away from the end of the municipal limit. Simply say rural area. Come again ma, rural area. Good. Condition 2. Either condition 1 or condition 2 must be satisfied, then it will be exempt, not a taxable benefit in the hands of employee. What is condition 2? The area of accommodation should be located at a distance of 40 kilometers away from the area in which population does not exceed 20,000. That means the area in which population does not exceed 20,000 means the area itself is remote area ma. From that remote area, the area of accommodation should be located at a distance of more than 40 kilometers away, nothing but forest area. From remote area, what should be the distance? More than 40 kilometers. That means obviously the place of accommodation is located at forest ma. Then only it will be provided as exemption. See, the lawmakers don't have heart at all. The accommodation must be located at a distance of more than 40 kilometers away from the area in which population does not exceed 20,000. That means remote area. The area itself is remote area. From that remote area, the place of accommodation must be located at 40 kilometers distance ma. More than 40 kilometers distance. That means tigers, lions are residing there. there the employer provided the accommodation, then it is not a TV of benefit. Unfortunate. Chalo, this is regarding two conditions. Either of those two conditions satisfied, then it is not a TV of benefit. Next ma, accommodation includes a house, flat, farmhouse, part thereof, or accommodation in a hotel, motel, service apartment, guest house, caravan, mobile home, ship, or other floating structure. Includes all these things. That means the accommodation provided in the structure which is covered in the list, then we need to determine TV of benefit. Very simple. That means lawmaker don't want to miss anything, that's why they given the list relating to the housing accommodation. If housing accommodation is provided to the judges of Supreme Court or High Court or Union Minister, leader of opposition in Parliament, an official in Parliament, and serving chairman and members of UPSC, then it is not a taxable benefit. See, if provided to these people, not a TV of benefit. Exemption ma. Next, because why provided exemption when provided to these people ma? Because they are delivering legislative responsibilities. They are providing legislative responsibilities in recognition of those services, showing respect to them. The lawmakers provided exemption ma. Next, if the employer provided, second very important point I am discussing, please pay attention ma. If the employer provides second accommodation to the employee on account of transfer from one place to another, whereas the employee retaining the first accommodation at old place, that is employee occupied two accommodations at a time, then TV of benefit shall be determined as follows. Understood anything? I will explain. Pay attention. The employee already occupied accommodation at Hyderabad provided by the employer ma. Already he occupied the accommodation provided at Hyderabad ma. Now he transferred to Mumbai. Then at Mumbai also the employer provided accommodation. If at all at Mumbai the employer provided accommodation, means what he has to do with the accommodation provided at Hyderabad ma? He has to vacate. But he occupied Hyderabad accommodation also along with Mumbai accommodation. How? At Hyderabad accommodation his parents are residing, and at Mumbai accommodation his wife and children are residing. Understood the point? That means two accommodations occupied by the employee at a time. Come again. Two accommodations occupied by the employee at a time. If at all he occupied at a time two accommodations, then what is the TV of benefit? Whether we need to consider both the accommodations to decide chargeable to tax, or only one accommodation, we have to discuss ma. Let's verify. In case of two accommodations occupied at a time, the TV of benefit is completely depends upon the fact. The TV of benefit is completely depends upon the fact. What fact ma? Number of days for which both the accommodations at a time occupied by the employee. What is the fact? Number of days for which both the accommodations occupied by the employee at a time. The number is 90 days ma. That means both the accommodations occupied by the employee at a time for a period not exceeding 90 days. What do you mean by for a period not exceeding 90 days? Less than or equal to 90 days, then there is a separate procedure. In case exceeding 90 days occupied by the employee, then there is a separate procedure. For that, if at all two accommodations occupied by the employee at a time, then for that to determine TV of benefit, what we should consider? How many days, whether both the accommodations has been occupied by the employee at a time. What is the number ma? 90 days. Situation A, situation B. What is situation A? Both the accommodations are occupied by the employee for a period not exceeding 90 days. Second case, exceeding 90 days. In case of not exceeding 90 days aite, then determine TV of benefit relating to Hyderabad accommodation and determine TV of benefit relating to Mumbai accommodation. Out of these two TV of benefits, determine least of the following. TV of benefit relating to Hyderabad accommodation, TV of benefit relating to Mumbai accommodation. Consider least. The least will be chargeable to tax for a period not exceeding 90 days if occupied both. Understood the point? Very simple. TV of benefit is list of the following, that is TV of benefit relating to accommodation at old place and TV of benefit relating to accommodation at new place. Old place means Hyderabad, new place means Mumbai. So list will be chargeable to tax in case not occupied more than 90 days. In case occupied exceeding 90 days, then first 90 days, first 90 days situation A, the chargeability in situation A will be applicable. That means least of those two accommodations will be taxable for first 90 days. Then exceeding 90 days period, the benefit from both the accommodations will be chargeable to tax. Please try to understand. For first 90 days, the TV of benefit determined in situation A will be applicable. That means list of the Hyderabad or Mumbai accommodation TV of benefit will be taxable for first 90 days plus remaining days in excess of 90 days, exceeding 90 days, remaining days, whatever it may be. Then TV of benefit from both the accommodations will be chargeable to tax. Assume 90 days means 3 months, assume. Then 8 months occupied both the accommodations. 8 months in such a case, first 3 months TV of benefit from Hyderabad accommodation or TV of benefit from Mumbai accommodation list will be taxable for first 3 months, 90 days. Then total 8 months, right? Then by considering 3 months in excess of 90 days means how many months will be left? 6 months. Then remaining 6 months, what you shall do? Tell me what you should do remaining 6 months. Then TV of benefit for remaining 6 months period, determine TV of benefit for Hyderabad accommodation, determine TV of benefit from Mumbai accommodation, add these two benefits, then it will be chargeable to tax for remaining 6 months. Remaining 6 or 5 months, sorry, 8 months I told you. That means 3 months already over. We determined list of the two benefits as TV of benefit. Then remaining 5 months, then TV of benefit from both the accommodations will be chargeable to tax. Very important. Next, TV of benefit in respect of hotel accommodation. Housing accommodation we completed. Next to hotel accommodation, similar to housing accommodation. Why the employer is providing hotel accommodation to the employee is the employee has been shifted from one place to another place. Assume today the employer made a call to employee. He called to employee and said, you have been shifted. At present his working location is Hyderabad. At present his working location is Hyderabad, and he called the employee and directed the employee, you have been shifted to Mumbai branch. You have been shifted to Mumbai branch. Tomorrow 10 a.m. you have to report it to Mumbai branch. That means immediately he has to take the flight, he has to travel to Mumbai and he has to report it to Mumbai branch. He don't have much time. Just 12 hours time is there for him, 12 or 15 hours assume. If at all he don't have much time for the purpose of reporting in Mumbai branch, it is not possible for him to shift to the household things and family members, because he don't have much time for the purpose of reporting at Mumbai branch. Then the employer said to the employee, don't worry, I will provide housing accommodation there, because it is not possible for him to find out what is that rented premises in this very short period, very short time. That's why the employer said, don't worry regarding accommodation, I will provide housing accommodation. Then slowly you can go, you can shift to the, what is that, residential premises. I will provide housing, hotel accommodation to you and your family members. You need to start immediately. Understood the point? That is the situation where hotel accommodation has been provided to the employee by the employer on the occasion of shifting employee from one place to another place within a short time. He has to report at a new location. Understood? One second, Chalo ma. So that is a situation where the employer is providing hotel accommodation to the employee. But in case of shifting from one place to another place, is providing hotel accommodation. Then what is the TV of benefit? TV of benefit is list of the following ma. What do you mean by list of the following? Two things we need to consider. First one, actual hotel expenditure incurred by the employer. Actual expenditure incurred by the employer towards hotel accommodation providing to the employee. Consider that actual expenditure are 24% of salary, highest percentage. How much? 24% of salary, least will be chargeable to tax ma. The salary definition is same as housing accommodation. Salary definition is same as housing accommodation. That means basic plus DR2RB plus bonus plus commission, any commission plus taxable value of allowances. Benefit towards housing accommodation, list of the following. 24% of salary are actual charges paid by the employee, employer ma, not employee, sorry for that, employer. Then least will be chargeable to tax. That is not employee, that is employer. Next, amount collected from, in case any amount is collected from employee, reduce ma. Nothing is collected means zero. Any amount is collected from employee, reduce. Then you will get TV of benefit. Understood the point? Good. Then exemption is available here. What is exemption? In case the housing accommodation, hotel accommodation provided by the employer to the employee for a period not exceeding 15 days. For a period not exceeding 15 days, then not a taxable benefit in the hands of employee. When it is taxable benefit? Only when that hotel accommodation provided by the employer to the employee for a period exceeding 15 days. Very important. If the hotel accommodation is provided by the employer to the employee for a period not exceeding 15 days on account of transfer of employee from one place to another, then it will not be a taxable benefit. Very good ma. That means 10 days, 5 days, 6 days provided. Department don't want to bother the employees and employer also, hence they are not charging to tax. Good. This is regarding TV of benefit in respect of hotel accommodation. Note to do, salary definition is same as housing accommodation. We verified already. Good. Illustration 14 ma. Let's verify illustration 14. Let's go to ICA material. Illustration 14. Mr. C is a finance manager in ABC Limited. The company has provided him with a rent-free unfurnished accommodation in Mumbai. What is that? Rent-free unfurnished accommodation in Mumbai. He gives you the following particulars. Basic salary 6,000 per month, DNS allowance 2,000 per month, 30% is for retirement benefits. That means out of 2,000, 600 rupees per month is R2RB, relevant for salary definition. Bonus 1,500 per month. Very good. Even though the company allotted the house to him on 1/4/2021, he occupied the same only from 1/11/2021. Please tell me whether that point is having any relevance. Yes. Even though the employer provided the accommodation from April month, but employee occupied from only from November month. That means 12 months benefit is provided, but he claimed the benefit only for how many months ma? 5 months only. November, December, January, February, March. That means while determining the salary definition, while deciding the salary and determining the salary definition to determine TV of benefit, for how many months we need to consider the salary definition ma? Only for 5 months. That is for the period for which the accommodation is occupied by the employee but not provided by the employer. Good. Okay. Chalo. Let's verify ma. If nothing is specified means that accommodation is owned by the employer ma. Nothing is specified means that accommodation is owned by the employer. Therefore owned by the employer and he is a non-government employee. That means it is completely depends upon population. And the area of accommodation is located in Mumbai ma. Mumbai means comes under greater than 25 lakhs population. Then what is TV of benefit? 15% of salary. Let's verify. Very simple, pay attention. Determination of TV of RF UFA owned by the employee. TV of benefit is 15% of salary. Why 15% ma? Location is Mumbai. That means population is exceeding 25 lakhs. Then salary definition. Please tell me what is salary definition. Basic plus DA R2RB plus bonus plus commission, any commission, plus taxable value of allowances ma. That equal to, tell me for how many months we need to consider this definition? Only 5 months, because the period for which it is occupied by the employee. What is basic salary for 5 months ma? 30,000. DR to RB for 5 months 3000, commission not given 0, bonus given ma 1500 into 5 months 7500. Any allowances given in the question? No, 0. Therefore, how much salary definition ma 40,500, sorry 40,500, that equal to 15% on that, how much ma 6,075 rupees is TVF benefit towards RFUFA. Next one, illustration 15. What is illustration 15? Using the data given in the previous illustration 14, compute the value of the perquisite if Mr. C is required to pay a rent of 1,000 per month to the company for the use of this accommodation. If at all he is paying 1,000 rupees per month, means it is rent free or concessional? It is concessional. Then how to determine TVF benefit towards concessional accommodation? Very simple. Determine first of all RFUFA, rent free unfurnished accommodation. Already we determined in illustration 14. Less amount collected from employee, then you will get TVF concessional unfurnished accommodation. Let's verify. Determination of TVF concessional unfurnished accommodation. First we need to determine TVF RFUFA. Already we determined 6,075 less amount collected from employee. How much they are collecting? 1,000 rupees per month into how many months? 5 months. That is 5 months only he occupied. He will pay only for 5 months. How much? 5,000. Then how much you will get? Taxable value of UFA is 1,075. This is the TVF concessional UFA. Understood the point? Yes. I am going little bit faster. Pay attention. Next my illustration 16. Using the data given in illustration 14, compute the value of the perquisite if Mr. Perquisite if ABC Limited has taken this accommodation on lease rent of 1,200 rupees per month and Mr. C is required to pay a rent of 1,000 rupees per month to the company for the use of this accommodation. Could you please tell me what is the speciality of this illustration 16 ma? Tell me. Here the accommodation is leased by the employer ma. Leased by the employer means list of the following is TVF benefit. Two things we need to consider. What is the first one? Actual lease rentals paid by the employer. How much is paying? 1,200 rupees per month into 5 months for the period for which it is occupied. How much? Whatever it may be. Or 15% of salary. Already we determined. Least will be taken as TVF benefit towards RFUFA. RFUFA. From that less amount collected from employee, then you will get TVF concessional UFA. The only difference between what is that illustration 15 and illustration 16 is, in illustration 15 that accommodation is owned, illustration 16 accommodation is leased. Understood? Good. Oh my god. One second ma. Chalo ma. Determination of TVF concessional UFA leased by the employer. First of all, we need to determine TVF RFUFA. How to determine TVF RFUFA? List of the following. Do you remember? Working note 1. Keep it empty. Less amount collected from employee. How much collected? 1,000 rupees into 5 months. How much? 5,000. Then you will get taxable value of concessional UFA. Then how to determine TV of RF UFA, least of the following. Two things we need to consider. First one, actual lease rentals paid by the employer, 1200 into 5 months. How much it is? 6000. Then 15% of salary. Already we determined 6075. Then least means 6000 shall be taken as TV of RF UFA. From that one, what we need to reduce? 5000 amount collected from employee. Then what is taxable value of concessional UFA? 1000 rupees. Are you following? Yes. Next, illustration 17. Using the data given in illustration 14, compute the value of perquisite if ABC Limited has provided a television WDV cost 10,000 rupees, written down value 10,000, cost 25,000, and 2 air conditioners. The rent paid by the company for the air condition is 400 per month each. The television was provided on 1/1/2021. However, Mr. C is required to pay a rent of 1,000 rupees per month to the company for the use of this furnished accommodation. Understood the point? Here the accommodation is owned by the employee, because illustration 4 we need to consider. In illustration 4, accommodation is owned by the employer. Understood? And furniture has been provided. That means it is a furnished accommodation. And some rent has been collected. That means it is concessional furnished accommodation. Tell me, in case of furnished accommodation, how to determine TV of benefit towards value of furniture? How to determine? Because we need to add that value of furniture to, what is that? RF UFA. Then only we will get what is that? RF FA. Then how to add, how to determine value of furniture? Depends upon the fact whether it is owned or leased. If it is owned by the employer, 10% of actual cost per annum. Actual cost, not WDV, actual cost. I told you, remember. Then in case of leased, actual lease rentals paid by the employer. Here they said the television provided to the employee at residence, WDV given, cost given. Cost given means the television is purchased by the employer. That's why they provided the information relating to cost. That means the television is owned by the employer. If the television is owned by the employer, what is the procedure to determine TV of benefit? 10% of actual cost per annum. That means we need to apply 10% on WDV or actual cost? On actual cost only. WDV given to confuse the student. Don't get confused. Always we need to apply 10% on actual cost. Understood the point? Therefore, 10% of 25,000 into how many months? They are given. The television was provided. See here. The television was provided from on 1/1/2021. That means housing accommodation occupied by the employee for 5 months. Whereas television provided from 1/1/2021 means one 2021 or 22. I think it is 22, I think it is 22, by mistake given 21. That means for how many months we need to determine benefit towards TV, television? 3 months only. And when it comes to air conditioners taken on lease by the employer, how can you say? Because they said the lease rentals paid 400 per month, the rent paid 400 rupees per month for 2 ACs. That means lease rentals pay in case of what is that leased by the employer, that furniture, that air conditioner, we need to consider TV of benefit is actual lease rentals paid by the employer. What is actual lease rentals paid? 400 rupees per month into 2 ACs. That means 800 rupees per month into how many months? For the period for which the accommodation occupied by the employee, that means 5 months. This is how we need to determine value of furniture. I have provided a better presentation. Please concentrate on that. Determination of TV of concessional furnished accommodation owned by the employer. First we need to determine RF UFA. Already we determined 6075. To that what we need to add? Value of furniture we need to add. Working note to keep it empty. Then less amount collected from employee, we know 5000. Then you will get TV of concessional furnished accommodation. Understood? Now what we need to determine to get taxable value of CFA? Value of furniture. Working note to determination of value of furniture. First of all, let us verify for television. Value of benefit towards television owned. Owned means 10% of actual cost per annum. What is actual cost ma? 25,000 into 10% into 3 by 12. That means that is not 1121, that is 1122. 1122 ma in the question. Therefore, how much ma? It is 625. Then value of benefit towards AC, leased, right? In case of leased, how to determine TV of benefit? Actual lease rentals paid by the employer. How much? 400 per AC into 2 ACs into 5 months. Because occupied period only we need to consider. How much might is 4,000. Total how much value of furniture? 4,625. If you add with this amount with what is that? RF UFA and reduce collected from employee 5,000, then you will get TV of concessional furnished accommodation. Next, my illustration 18. Let's verify. Illustration 18. Using the data given in illustration 17 above, compute the value of the perquisite if Mr. C is government employee. Tell me, if at all he is a government employee, very simple to determine TV of benefit relating to housing accommodation, RF, UFA, how to determine in case of government employee? Very simple, license we determined by the government. Given in the question, I told you it will be given in the question. See, the license we determined by the government for this accommodation was 700 rupees per month. What we need to do to determine TV of RF UFA? Very simple ma. What is license fee determined per month? Consider 700 per month into how many months occupied? 5 months. Then you will get TV of RF UFA. To that add value of furniture. Just now we determined 4,675 something. Less amount collected from employee 5,000. Then you will get TV of concessional furnished accommodation. Here assumption has been taken that it is furnished one and it is concessional one. By considering those assumptions, they determined the procedure, they determined the taxable value. We are taking the same assumption here. Chalo. Determination of TV of CFA, government employee. License fee determined by the government. Very simple. TV of RF UFA. How to determine TV of RF UFA? Simply considering license fee determined by the government. How much? 700 into 5 months. For the period for which it is occupied. Add value of furniture. Already we determined in working note 2. Less amount collected from employee 5,000. Then you will get TV of concessional furnished accommodation 3,125. Understood? This is regarding what? Housing accommodation. In detail I explained. Every point I explained without missing single point. I explained everything. I hope you understood well. Revise in the material. Then you will be having better understanding. Don't skip. Revise properly ma. Okay then. So I will conclude this session with this concept. Next session we will continue with the another concept ma. Understood the discussion? Okay then. Thank you and good day.